the big picture. The process of statistics starts when we want to study or learn something about a group. We call this group the population. Over here, somebody wants to know the opinion of the US adults about legalizing marijuana. So clearly the group is US adult. So the population over here is the group of US adults. So what we want to study about this group, we want to know their opinion of or their opinion about legalizing marijuana. So this can be the same as we want to know what percent of the US adults in favor of legalizing marijuana. Now, here is the population. In this study, the population is US adults, all the US adults. Now, as you can imagine, we'll not be able to get the opinion from all the US adults. Instead, more realistic thing is to get a representative sample from the population. So we call this step producing data. So once we get the sample, what we do is we do exploratory data analysis, meaning we may summarize data or we may do graphs and chart, things like that, whatever we need in order to answer the question in hand. After that, we use the probability. That is the machinery that allows us to draw conclusion about the population based on the sample results. Based on the sample result, we want to tell something about population. So the probability helps us to do this. So that is the machinery that allows us to draw conclusion about the population based on the sample result. This part, that making conclusion based on the sample result using probability, is called inference. So in our statistics class, we will deal with all these four parts or with the big picture. We learn how to produce data and do exploratory data analysis, learn about probability, and make inference based on the samples and statistics and the probability. Now let's look at big picture in an example. In October 2013, a poll was conducted by Gallup.com. Gallup, for the purpose of learning the opinion of US adults about legalizing marijuana. So the population is US adults, as they want to know the opinion of this population about legalizing marijuana. So what they did, producing data, they random or representative sample of 1,020 adults aged 18 and older living in all 50 US states and District of Columbia was chosen. And each adult was asked whether he or she favor legalizing marijuana. So they produced data of the sample of 1,028, a representative sample, a sample that truly represents the population in terms of the questions in hand. Then they did exploratory data analysis. The collected data was summarized and it was found that 58% of the sample adults favor legalizing marijuana. And then third and fourth step, they combined the probability and inference based on the sample results, that 58% in favor, and the knowledge of probability. It was concluded with 95% confidence that percentage of those who favor legalizing marijuana in the population is within 4% of what was obtained in the sample. This is called the margin of error. So therefore, it is concluded that in the whole population, the percentage of people, adults, who in favor of legalizing marijuana is between 54% to 62%. Let's look at the whole thing graphically. Here is the population, US adults. The question in hand is what percent of US adults in favor of legalizing marijuana? Here we produce the data, a sample, representative sample. They take a sample of 1082. So they have answers. Out of this, some say favor or oppose. So we have 1082 favor or oppose answers. And then do exploratory data analysis. They find the percentage of people in favor in the sample. They found 58% is in favor. And then after using the probability machinery that allows us to draw conclusion or inference about the population based on the sample. We got the inference saying we are 95% confident that population percentage in favor is between 54 to 62%.